Are you in a bad mood? Perhaps down in the dumps or angry at someone or something? Or maybe you just had a long day, wanting to cool off and relax to some show that will heal you. Then I've got the perfect feel-good anime for you. It's called Barakamon. It is an isekai anime, one that heals the viewer through its calm, peaceful, mundane atmosphere that it showcases. Not only does this slice-of-life show have a chill and relaxing vibe to it, it's also very funny, with the occasional serious and moving moment here and there, making the overall experience of this heartwarming show a pleasure to watch. The story of Barakamon follows a young, talented calligrapher named Seishu Honda. He's a perfectionist, being both confident and prideful of his work. However, he can also be very impulsive and possesses a hot temper. This hot temper of Honda's is shown on full display at the beginning of the show when he punches an elderly director after he harshly critiques Honda's work. After this incident, Honda is forced by his father to go live on an island until things settle down, and he changes, learning a lesson from his mistakes. This narcissistic city boy, usually praised for his work, is now at his lowest, being forced to rethink his situation and question his art style in a new rural island setting as a form of punishment. So by going from a bustling city like Tokyo to a remote island, one would think Honda would look inward with the help of the peace and quiet he's going to experience on this island. While Honda does not get that peace and quiet, in fact, it's the complete opposite. Life in general gets in the way of his peace, as this city boy must adapt to his new environment. His new island neighbors are noisy, chaotic, and don't understand the concept of leaving somebody alone. Everyone on this island knows each other, they help one another out, showing how much of a tight-knit community and giant family they truly are. These islanders even come together to help Honda unpack and settle in upon his arrival. Honda quickly finds himself becoming part of this giant family. He reciprocates generosity shown to him by helping others out. He finds that his house is usually used by children of all ages as a secret base, essentially having a second home there, with Honda acting as their babysitter, taking care of them. Kids like the loud, energetic, and adorable young girl named Naru, middle school girls Miwa and Tamako, and even a high school boy named Hiroshi find themselves both annoying and hanging around their sensei Honda regularly. That's not even including all of the other crazy and wacky townspeople who regularly ask for Honda's help, or those who just come to check up on him regularly. When we are first introduced to Seishu Honda, he is a spoiled, self-entitled brat, if you couldn't gather that from the punch he threw and his cynical attitude early on. He demands perfection and never wants to lose, but quickly changes due to his new surroundings. He was used to this fast-paced, oftentimes hectic city lifestyle, but now living in a rural setting, Honda's completely out of his element and must adapt. Honda is able to learn a couple new lessons from this experience. This new home was exactly what he needed. His life slows down as he now enjoys the smaller things in life and gains a ton of friends in the process, something that he never really had. This island town helps to foster a belief of belonging and helping others. The childcare that Honda takes part in makes him realize there's more to this world than just me. There are also interesting dynamics between Honda and the kids within the show. Even though Honda is an adult, he often acts more childish than the children he helps take care of, which ends up being another lesson for him. Both the kids and Honda benefit from each other's presence, drawing inspiration from each other, ultimately wanting to be the best that they can be. Naru is the biggest influence on Honda. Her childlike innocence, energy, and positive attitude helps to break down Honda's cynical nature and aids him in discovering his own flaws. She helps him to loosen up and have some fun. Her existence within the show alone should make you feel bubbly and good. With that being said, she is not the only character that is enjoyable within Barakamon. Each character feels unique, having their own quirks, habits, and comedy bits that help the show to heal you, the viewer. I enjoyed watching Honda's struggles within Barakamon. He desires recognition as an artist, but is struggling to find the right balance between the fundamentals of calligraphy and taking a risk. He took calligraphy too seriously, but with this change of scenery and lifestyle, he's finally able to have fun and relax, finding his own art style. Instead of doing calligraphy and attempting to make everybody happy, which is extremely difficult to do, he now does it to make himself happy. In between babysitting and enjoying everyday life more, Honda draws his calligraphy inspiration from nature and those important to him. The bright lights and hectic lifestyle are not present on this island, which allows him to slow down and enjoy life more. He not only grows as an artist, finding a new style and new motivations, but he grows as a person by opening up to others and enjoying the little moments within life. At the end of the anime, this change, which was desperately needed at the beginning of Barakamon, comes to fruition. He is finally an artist that values his work because of what it portrays, not because he is seeking the approval and adoration of others. This is shown when he does not wallow in self-pity since he didn't win the latest contest at the end of the anime. We've already seen how he takes negative feedback, so this is a massive improvement on that front. He now loves and is proud of his own unique work. Honda is now on an upwards trajectory with almost limitless potential as an artist because of this positive change, and he can thank his new home for that. Barakumon's story should encourage you to do the same as Honda, to enjoy the little moments in life and learn from them. You shouldn't always be stressing out about school, work, or everyday life. Life is beautiful, and sometimes you just need to slow down, take a step back, and soak it all in. If you are in a slump, sometimes a change of pace, scenery, or thought pattern can be extremely beneficial to you. Life can be fast-paced and hectic at times. Sometimes we forget that we can just slow down and enjoy how great life actually is, and then come back to the problem at hand with a refreshed mind. It's why I love watching slice of life shows, because many of them portray this so well, while also helping us to temporarily forget the problems within our own lives. Easily one of the weakest parts of Barakamon is that calligraphy takes a largely backseat role to the comedy within the anime. If you have already watched Barakamon, I would assume that the comedy and moments of clarity for Honda are the focus and enjoyment for you as it was for me, while the calligraphy aspect feels a bit lackluster and underutilized. I don't have the faintest clue what a good or bad piece of calligraphy entails, and you never truly learn within the anime. I don't possess a singular shred of artistic understanding or ability. All I could say is, that looks cool, with my personal favorite piece of Honda's being the one that he ultimately ended up destroying when showing it to the director towards the end of the anime. Even then, when it comes to art, what one person may adore, another may not. It's difficult to make everyone happy as an artist, and that is what Honda struggled doing throughout the show. While pointing out that weakness though, I think that calligraphy can also be a strong point within the series, but for a different reason. It actually adds another element that makes this show so good. I doubt calligraphy is interesting to the majority of the general population who watch Barakamon. It's not something that really interests me either. Even though Barakamon is about calligraphy and I don't have any interest in it, the anime presents the life lessons you can learn in a way that can apply to anything, making it relatable for anyone, not just calligraphers or artists. The ability to take something that doesn't interest most people, calligraphy, while still making the overall show so entertaining and the lessons relatable to anybody is extremely impressive, proving why Barakamon is such a great show. I really like to quote within Barakamon, "We all face the wall of mediocrity, at least attempt to climb it. I know that certain things in life can be daunting or extremely difficult, but attempting to overcome them is important. You don't know if something is actually doable or how hard it truly is unless you try. Put your best foot forward and try your best. If you end up failing, at least you can say you tried your hardest." Anybody can take that quote and apply it to their lives. Barakamon finds a great balance between comedy and those serious breakthrough moments. You obviously want a comedy to be funny, and Barakamon did a great job making me laugh. I found myself smiling throughout, whether it's from the comedy or those feel-good moments ultimately improved my mood. Before watching Barakamon, I wasn't even in a bad mood, but after watching it, I can definitely say that I was more upbeat and happy in general, because that is what this anime does, heals you and makes you happy. I really loved the opening song for Barakamon. I don't know what it was, but it had that strange feeling of nostalgia, healing, and calmness to it, which is also a constant throughout the show. Like I said earlier, each character in Barakamon felt unique and were enjoyable in their own way. Pacing felt fantastic throughout, creating a great laid-back atmosphere. Honda's transformation within the show was what made him my favorite character, especially since the change didn't happen in an instant. It was a slow, gradual thing. Barakamon is also a relatable story centered around an adult, which is not extremely common, adding another reason why I enjoyed it so much. I rate Barakamon an 8.25 out of 10, and highly recommend checking it out if you haven't already. So again, if you're looking for a pick-me-up type of show, one that will make you feel better and perhaps cure your depression, then Barakamon is the show that you're seeking. Whether it's through its comedy, slice of life antics, or the general atmosphere of the show, you will enjoy it. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.